name is Sam Katz, and this is the Altamont Theater. It should have stopped a little while ago at this point. It's over the top, and it's getting completely insane, and they're gonna suck the soul right out of the city.
The cultural scene here, for a town of this size, the performing arts is outstanding. It used to be in Asheville that you could get a decent place to live and be able to act and work a waitstaff job or bartend and be able to make it on your own. Now you just can't do it without roommates, two incomes coming in. It's a different world.
It's crazy walking around downtown. There's so many cranes and construction everywhere. So, reminded me a lot of the places I left to come here.
Two weeks ago, the city just banned short-term rentals because they were worried about the loss of housing opportunities for residents, and the trends were obvious that we were losing housing for long-term residents due to short-term residents.
My business partner Richard called me up, and he was very upset and told me about what happened, and I sort of didn't believe it, I guess. I didn't process it then. I processed it maybe when I came back. There's also kind of a lot of unanswered questions, and sort of it wasn't definitive. He was being, with the news, it was kind of wishy-washy. It was sort of like, yeah, we're building condos, but then, there was talk of us negotiating a new rent, and he's like, well, send us an offer. So it's like, well, are you building condos, or do you want an offer from us for rent?
I don't see gentrification as a bad thing. My experience in this neighborhood, when I first moved here, there were hookers here, there were crackheads, there were people that threw their garbage out their front door. It wasn't safe to walk around at night, and to me, that was not the glory days of Montford.
There was definitely some anger towards the owner of the building, because it's the opposite of what he said he was going to do, and we spent a lot of money on the infrastructure here based on his word, and those are losses we're never going to get back.
Asheville's infrastructure was never intended for this amount of people, and the more hotels they build, the more tourists that come. It's oversaturated.
I think when people take ownership of their property, they take care of it. It raises property values, and it might lead to somebody buying the house next to you that's a fixer-upper. They'll come in, they'll fix it up. All of a sudden it has more value. All of a sudden you start to see a different kind of people move in. And that's where it gets a little divisive, I guess.
This is the complete color I have, which look good, but everything is scratch. I have vinyl ink, so it looks so no good. This one I definitely can have it. God bless America. I'm an engineer, man. I can't wait to get my work permits. I love this country.
My business is being impacted perhaps by the growth, as the owner of the building is pushing us out to build short-term condos, so Airbnb type stuff for tourists. So that's a pretty direct example. But just coming, I used to leave 5-10 minutes before work, drive down to downtown, have no problem getting here, have no problem parking. It's just a different ballgame now.
I'm Shayla. I'm a tattoo artist here at Zen Ink Asheville. I've lived in Asheville all my life, born and raised here. I feel like there's a lot of people, a lot of my friends that are either living with their family or you have a, you know, apartment that should be for 1 or 2 people that have like 3 or 4 people because that's the only way you can afford it. So I feel like the cost of living needs to be, you know, adjusted so that people that live here and work here can stay here.
My feeling is Asheville is attracting fairly high quality people. These are people that aren't here because Amazon transferred them here, or they got out of college and are looking for a job or whatever, but they're here because they've visited Asheville and they like the culture, they like the vibe, and they just figure out how to get here and make a living.
Well, Reasonably Priced Babies are playing tonight. They're a local comedy improv troupe. I believe they did shows here, at least a show, I think, before we took it over in 2015. So they've been performing here for, I'd say, probably almost 2 years.
You know, to have revenue come into town and people to visit, and it makes me proud that people come and visit and enjoy the town, but it's also could really easily get out of hand.
It's time for Reasonably Priced Baby!
They're very funny people, really good folks. They run, or Mondi and Karen run a non-profit devoted to, I think, Alzheimer's patients, and they do a lot of really good work actually through comedy. So it's really cool. They help people through comedy.
Dolphin reference, that's obscure.
So, which one of these turkeys was raised and is constituted a turkey? Fantastic. Let's push it through.
If you keep taking away stuff like this, you can have as many tourists as you want, but they can look out their windows at more hotels and they can drink a lot of beer. But, not going to be anything left for them to do if we keep taking away all the cool stuff. I would want to pass a message on to the people of Asheville and people in general to keep supporting the arts. Go see concerts, go see theater, go see comedy. Support the arts and support local businesses. It's very, very important.
Thank you.